All right, everybody. Welcome on in to those of you hanging out with the Classic Tetris network of channels. We're on many different platforms streaming, as it is the Best of 99 night, Wednesday night. So you know this is the place you got to be for all your Classic Tetris action. I'm your host for the evening. It is the one and only king of the restreams, Kingsman. And I'm going to be alongside my partner in crime, the cohort of the 99 series. He is the Cal Ripken of Classic Tetris, Mr. Chris Bidwell, Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Good evening, Chris. What's going on, bud?
Good evening, Mr. King. Good to be back. Week 4. We got a good series. I don't know who's gonna how this is gonna turn out. After week 1, we kind of thought it was going one direction, and week 2 it kind of continued. Week 3, the brakes were hit, and we have a bracket reset, I guess. So we'll see.
Nearly, yeah. The tide has turned. All the cliches you can think of, you can just throw them in here because, yeah, all of a sudden things are starting to cook. And like we said, Bidwell earlier on one of our broadcasts, this could be the closest Best of 99 we've ever had. So why don't we kind of slide on over to see our handsome selves, although I'm not going to be as handsome tonight. I'm pretty dog-ass tired, not going to lie, Bids. And I just threw on my nice little tidy whitey tee here, you know. Just couldn't take it anymore, man. It's been a tough day. So hopefully all is good with you, sir.
Yeah. Orientation for the kiddo today. So it's school starting up here soon. The summer is slowly starting to end. It's creeping up on us. We're heading into fall. We're heading into Jonas Cup. We had a lovely 3-hour meeting last night discussing all things Jonas Cup with the staff, and we're starting to gear up, and players are gearing up too because we got Batfoy, we got Matt Martin, so 2 of the DAS Legends 2019 nostalgia on tap again tonight. And thanks for joining us. Got Lighthouse Tetris already saying hi back to you.
Yeah.
So bring it on.
Bring it on. Let's go. All right, bring it on. Let's go. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and we're gonna show you all the stuff that we usually do when it comes to the Best of 99 shenanigans. And the first thing that entails is if I can get my computer to work, because it is kind of locking up a little bit. We're working overtime today, Bids. Working overtime. Where is that? There it is. There's my slide. There it is. It's the Best of 99, season number 5. It's Batfoy. It's Matt Martin. This is week number 4. And things are cooking, as Bidwell had just said. So for those of you that are not familiar with how this series works, let's go over the rules. Pretty straightforward, as we do every single week. And there they are. It is the Best of 99 house rules, because for each week, for 11 weeks, a round of 9 games get played amongst the 2 players, because when you multiply 9 times 11, that'll get you to 99. All games are to be played on level 18 because they are pros. Games with a top-out score under 100,000 points will be replayed, as is the Louis Scooey effect. So anytime a player gets a score lower than 100,000 points, that game is null and void. We call it a mulligan. We call it a number of different things. It doesn't count. We'll replay it until they can get over the 100,000, and then that'll be official game. So if they top out at 100,000 and 1 push-down point, guess what? It counts. But these guys are pros, Bids. They won't let that happen. And you got your mullining is permitted. You've heard that term many a time. Yes, after the great icon Ben Mullen. Players may continue to play the game even if their opponent has topped out early enough. They can continue on if they like to try to pad the stats with max outs galore. Whatever it is, whatever they want, it's at the discretion of each player per each game. And the first player to win 50 times will become the winner of the Best of 99 series. However, we're going to play all 99 regardless because we are sadists. And quickly we'll head on over to this portion, which is our tentative schedule that's going on right now. You can see currently the 3 weeks that we've played. July 23rd was our first week. Matt was victorious 7-2. 2 weeks ago we had Matt win, but it was one a lot closer, 5-4. Some early top outs really started changing the narrative. And then last week, Bids, we got to see Batfoy in action. The D-Rust is starting to come off, I think. He gets the win, goes 6-3, which when you add it all up, that takes you to 15-12 through the first 27 games. Pretty damn close at this juncture, Bidwell.
We've never had a tie in a series, but if Batfoy repeats last week's performance, we will be tied after round 4. So, 3-game difference through 3 rounds. That's really unprecedented. It's never happened, and it might not happen again. But we got another. I can't math right now. We got another 8 rounds of this. So let's get this one started.
Yeah, we're gonna get this one cooking in just a moment. Players are in their respective spots. King is just making sure the laptop is working okay. It's a little cooking. So let's see if we can go over to our regular scene. And not before we go over to our regular scene. See, I'm getting all distracted.
Up.
Before we do that, right?
Yep.
We got one more last feature that we have to show, right? There's one more thing we got to do because it's our weekly dose of Chris Bidwell's favorite session. It's the one that we need to get the words of wisdom from our Lifetime Achievement superstar. And let's see here. If we can hit the play button, I will get it for you folks.
Can do it.
It can do it. Come on. Come on.
Take out the potato, blow in it, put it back in.
I might have to do that, Bids. I might have to do that. Come on, baby.
Jiggle it around the cartridge slot. Hey!
There it is. Magically, it showed up. Here's our keys to victory with Chris Bidwell. Chris, here's Batfoy's keys. What does he got for tonight?
Well, after weeks 1 and 2, I thought, he seemed a little bit rusty. He didn't have that 19 game going up, but that week 3 performance, magnificent. That 6-3 win, and most of those were not gimmies. Keep that control in 19, and obviously, if he could repeat last week, like I said earlier, this is a tied match, and it will no longer be a best of 99. It'll be a best of 63. So that'd be fun.
Oh, definitely that would be fun. I think everybody would like to see that. And let's go see what's going on for our friend Matthew.
So Matt started out super hot that week 1. He got that 1.1 million, breaking the all-time best of 99 record. But he's the little bit of tentativeness since then, especially last week. I don't know if it's a fatigue thing or if just not practicing other than the series. But if you get back to that week 1 shape, you can easily repeat that performance because you were going to beat anybody with those week 1 stats. Like I said, get back to that winner scene, and this won't be a close match after all. So this is kind of the pivotal week, I think.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, no, it's very pivotal. So we're going to get to see, will Matt be able to start putting the afterburners on and give some distance yet again? Or will Batfoy continue to cook and maybe start looking to take a lead? Oh, we'll see. And here are our friends, Mr. Christopher Bidwell. They are here. They're warming up. They're getting the show going. I'm going to get a seed going for them. They're pros. They know what to do. Players, there's your seed. It's going to be 83 4F 88. That'll be the seed for this evening. That is 83 4F, like fail, which is the PC happening right now. 88 will be your ending number. 88, what a good year 88 was, Bidwell,
Yeah, Mets made the playoffs that year, if I remember.
Yeah, and then the year that they should have won that one too, they're too busy snorting cocaine and losing to the Dodgers in 7.
Or Hershiser.
Yeah. Oh my God, you have no idea how much I hated him.
Fun fact, he got that 59 in a third inning scoreless streak through the end of that season, and then opening day on 1989, the Reds broke it before a single out. So all the baseball cards were saying 53 in a third innings are counting, and no more after that.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Batfoy getting up to his device to signal ready. And I do like the color contrast. We do kind of have the yellow and blue backgrounds. And Batfoy sitting and covering up the wall portion. You always see his door, so I like the contrast there. Good luck. Have fun.
They have exchanged the pleasantries, and now it's time to exchange the fight. Fisticuffs about to take place. 9 games in a row. Plus also a special announcement during halftime we've got for you. You don't want to miss out. Let's all get going. Bidwell, count them down for this game number 1 while I announce to the world on Discord.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And we have the LZ start. And 1 point for Matt Martin. Cheekiness streak continues. One other streak that's hopefully going to continue is the lack of Louis Scooey games. I believe the past 2 weeks we haven't had any. So that'd be quite the feat if we go 3 weeks in a row. But, you know, mistakes are going to happen. It's going to be fine if it does, but it's just something fun to watch out for. Simul Tetris to start. And after that very exhausting but amazing Columbus Regional last weekend, it's nice to get back to DAS, but I get a little more anxious, a little more burnt out with all these setups that I do throughout the year. But every time I see the gang live, it makes it worth it. I like this formation Matt's doing on the left side there, stacking his trash way up top. He's going to build his way up there to tear it down. Googly Wizard, DAS is a playstyle when you hold your NES controller like most kids held their NES controller back in the day. If you know anything about the classic Tetris scene, the top players these days will use a rolling technique. There was also a hyper tapping technique, which is kind of non-standard ways to hold your controller, but DAS stands for directional auto shift, and it is the technique where you hold in the left and right direction to get the Tetris pieces to move left and right without multiple tapping on the D-pad. It's kind of fallen out of favor, obviously, but we do have the Jonas Cup coming up in October, which is the North American Championship for that playstyle technique, and the World Cup for that technique is held in Germany every summer. We just had that about a month ago. Hopefully that audible explanation will get that over to you.
Very well said.
The
one you did a great job.
Me too, Googly. And I believe King also is a max-out player with the beloved DAS style.
I am. As remarkable as that sounds, right? But well, I mean, you know, video proof is what everybody wants. But I was only able to show wires. That's all I could do, because, as everybody knows, the legend goes as such that it was a fateful day one Thanksgiving morning that the king was smelling some turkey. He had already played a session earlier that day where I could only muster about 500k terribly. Turned off the console, thought, let's go have some turkey. No, I wasn't ready, but the smell of the tryptophan and the delicious juices got to me, and I said, you know what, I'm going to kill some more time. Let me play some Tetris. And then shortly after a couple of bad attempts still, the king maxed out for the first time ever. Couldn't believe it, and no one else does, so.
Oh, Matt missed a line spin there, and his board is starting to fall apart. Batfoy's ahead by 3/4 of a Tetris, although he has a line dependency in column 5. Now, I believe you, King, and you'll do it again someday. If Vince can do it twice, then you certainly can.
I'm trying. I've had a couple of close attempts. I have a recorded 993 in a competitive match, so people believe it.
Oh, well, that's
close enough.
That's pretty dang good. Yeah.
What's pretty damn good is that dig out from Matthew Martin. He'll create a hole so he can get a Tetris first. 365 for him, 375 for Batfoy out of Tetris. Take about a Tetris and change lead. Matt's going to play with the center well. Ooh, no. Didn't want to go for the triple.
He was a short.
Yeah, he wants to go for it. There it is. Bangarang, Tetris. And back and forth they'll go for a little bit Bidwell as we are approaching the Joy Parker turn in a little bit. 100 lines coming up for our first one. As you mentioned, they are perfect yet again. They are 2 weeks in a row. Perfect. I'd have to go back and check, but if we're talking games-wise, they're somewhere around 21, 22 games straight without a 100k top out.
Yeah, I think we had one late in week 1.
It was around like game 6 or 7 of that one. I have to go back and look at the VOD, but nonetheless, only 2 early top outs, courtesy of Batfoy in week 1. These two guys have been outstanding. Matt has been perfect all 3 sets, so that is 28 games now as we're 1 game into this one.
Really good scores here heading into transition. A little fuzzy on my line counter, but that's fine. I can deal with it. About a Tetris lead for Batfoy, but anytime you're over 500,000 as a DAS player before level 19, you are smoking it.
Yeah, Bids is going to get the standard definition version of this, while you folks get the HD one.
All right.
Oh, Matt.
Ooh, Matt, very, very precarious up there.
Oh, and he covered the whole. Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, we got trouble, Bids. He's only got 11 lines left to go.
Can he get something to the right?
He needs a
Can he get
bar.
a line?
Oh my word! Oh, that didn't burn!
No, not like that. Boy's going to top out, and Batfoy is going to take game number 1. Pulling this out though, Bats. I smell cowbell here. We haven't had one from you yet. And Garrett's going to notice that I'm going to jinx Batfoy in the first game of the series, but that's quite all right.
Yeah. Well, we got to get Batfoy something, right? I mean, Barrett. You got to get Barrett something to rag on you for.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his job.
600K transition from Batfoy got a Tetris to go to 627. And
yeah, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah, he knows that's got to be a Mullen. Yeah, you got to have a Mullen game here now.
Well, getting droughted. Well, knocks it down. All right, here we go.
So as we have seen Bidwell, that players that kind of have a tough first week end up coming back strong thereafter. They feel like Batfoy starting to get acclimated with the way that this works. He's knowing that there's a routine now. He's showing up. He's coming in game ready, and he's turned it around now. Those 3 early top outs back in the second set really have kind of given him new life, and the best Batfoy was the one we saw last week.
By far. Starting to fall apart a bit here. Now he's back to the bottom. Having to make an S stack right there in column 6. Not that great, but that's where you put your trash, where it's least effective, or least hurts your current situation, I should say. Back to scoring position. Oh, the line burst, not helpful. There it is. All right. Still maxable, I believe.
Oh, absolutely. Tetris here gets him just close to 800K. We're in that territory now, Bids, that Tetrises are worth over 30,000 points, so certainly there'll be nice, big, juicy ones coming up.
Need 7 of them. Starting to fall apart again. There's the line. All right, now we get back to cleanup mode.
Yeah, he kind of went for an aggressive play. Instead of taking the burn with a double of the S, he decided that he wanted to just try to see if he could hold down and keep that well open for the Tetris, because he would have only been triple ready had the bar come.
But a moaning situation, why the hell not?
Mm-hmm.
Gets another one. Okay, all right. I spin. I also think that missed line spin for Matt Martin was probably what did him in there.
Yeah. Yeah, when you miss a spin or an adjustment that you're trying to make, kind of throws your timing off, and then especially at the height of the board that he was at, you kind of get into trouble like that. So we'll see if Matt, he'll give the one away. Ooh, that L hang. That probably is going to be curtains. That will certainly end the run for Batfoy. But 8-8-8, Bidwell. Triple eights on the board for him in the first game. I think we take it. GG's.
All right, well, we're down to a 2-game match. 22 games into this series. Move on your seeds up to 94.
94 is another good year, Bidwell.
Oh my goodness, that's the year.
That is the year indeed.
For me, that's my favorite year ever. All right.
What's your favorite song in 1994, Bids?
Oh man.
Well,
See, I have way too long of a list. So
Oh, while he thinks about that, that was kind of a softball for him, but it's all right.
Yeah, well, it was an ephus pitch. I wasn't ready for it. Uh, swung and missed at that one.
Well, maybe maybe if we were in Hartford by that point, you would have got
Yeah.
it.
I'll probably just say something about Pulp Fiction or Clerks or just the movies, especially the music. I mean, that is also the year that Kurt Cobain passed, so it's a little bittersweet as well. But it's the year I graduated high school. That's why I'm a little extra attached that year. Batfoy getting a little. See how he solves this on the left side. Gonna make a left well. Looks like that's the plan. Sometimes these left wells can get a little out of control. He's gonna get the clear, get the Tetris. He's gonna keep that on the left in the early rounds. Already behind 40,000, looks like he has to, but the line comes in a perfect time, so it looks like he'll get that transfer over with the next clear with the square.
And we are closing in on another perfect start. We are about a Tetris away from it happening, and a little change now. 60 pushdown points will give us a official game.
There it is.
The Tetris. Very nice. 2 for 2 tonight, Bidwell. If you're looking at sets, 2 weeks in a row, perfect. So that's 18 plus the 2, at least 20 games. Perfect in a row. Tremendous job by these players. So, Bidwell, we were talking about 1994 being a big year, but people remember these players from 2019, and obviously the theme for this series is going back to the past and remembering that great time, that great era, the year that everything changed for CTWC. Where do you see players such as Batfoy and Matt Martin, had they come maybe a year or two earlier with the presence that they have at the time of 2019?
2018 was the year Joseph hit the scene, so it was the old timers, and then this one kid who can tap like a crazy man, getting to crazy high levels, past level 30, into level 31, level 32. Nobody had ever seen that live before, and he just put on a hell of a performance, and the rest of the old guard was there. And then 2019, that was last year before the pandemic, and some of the old guard showed up, but a lot of new players showed up, seeing that 16-year-old YouTube sensation, that meme sensation showing up, and a lot of new blood came in because of that. But I think Matt Martin had been going to some regionals before that year. I don't remember the exact history of Matt. I know he had won a Texas regional, I believe, in 2019, and that's how he punched his ticket to Portland that year. But any of these players, if they performed like this in 2018, would have been top 4 easily. This was the quality that Jonas would do with his dash style. Would super consistent, always past the transition, always up to 600k plus, like every time. Him not getting a transition was an upset, and ironically, in 2019 was the first time he ever kind of laid an egg in an early portion of a game, and that's how he lost to Mega Retro Man. So. People in chat asking questions about pet names or something, not that involved to scroll back up and look what they're saying. But Matt Martin here with the Tetris and a half lead. We've got a simul Tetris here.
And Sentient Longbar was chatting in there, made me aware I did forget to change the bottom graphic. We'll do that as soon as this game comes to an end, but because you'll see on the lower third, it's the best of 99 season 5, Batfoy versus Matt Martin is going on right now, and it says round 3, but this is round 4, and that's why Cynthia was saying, well, the math doesn't add up, and I'll fix that as soon as game number 2 comes to an end. Orlando is also here, Bidwell, our friend from Hartford, is going to be helping you set up the event there on Thursday, September the 12th, I believe that is. Wants to know about the announcement. King made a Discord announcement letting everybody know that we got something to say later at halftime, Bidwell. So once we get to the end of game number 5, we'll be making that announcement to the world and let you all know what we got in store. We got a big announcement tonight.
So root for them to top out early, Orlando.
Yeah. I mean,
Something donkey.
I mean, how early does Orlando need to go to bed, right? I mean, it's 9:25 on the East Coast, big bro.
These kids have jobs.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure.
We're these old adults that are irresponsible and stay up too late doing Tetris streams. 5:23 for Matt Martin, but we got to get this uncovered because the transition is hitting right now, and he does that just in time. And about 100,000 point lead here going into transition, although both boards are clean. So let's see what they can do at the 19 speed.
And apologies to viewers. Yeah, there's a little slideshow action happening that should taper off momentarily. Been some issues with the PC today. Looks like Matt missed the T-tuck right over on the right side.
So Batfoy's got to get back into scoring position, but is he going to play one off the bottom? Looks like he is. Filomeno's short though, King, and he doesn't have anywhere to play on the left, so he's got to burn down some more. So Matt Martin's going to top out 629, but this is no gimme. Batfoy's whole board is full of holes, and he's going to top out. We are tied 1-1.
All right, so we'll get the scores updated. We'll get a couple things fixed up here, and then we'll get into our next game. So Matt Martin will get the win on that one. His 629 beats the 507. Tough scores there for players as they had to endure some difficult piece placements. And we're going to fix the setup here momentarily. We're going to switch over to a different scene for the moment. Well, actually, first we'll do this. Bear with the king, folks. We're gonna fix that file on the bottom that Sentient Longbar was talking about. We're gonna go and get the round updated. This is round number 4, so King will fix that now. We're gonna get rid of round 3. That doesn't exist anymore. And that should be nice and corrected. We're gonna switch over to one other scene for the moment while I fix this. So folks, hang in there for one moment. King's just gonna quick fix the Dash of Champs. We'll get that refreshed and we should be okay right after that.
We're going to change our seat up to 05.
All right, both players are ready to go. The readies have been wiped out because I had to refresh the scene, but should be okay. Bidwell, you go ahead and count them down for this game number 3.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And Matt over pressing down and trying to get that 3 points. But right now he's at 22. Getting out 1 point's the trickiest, King.
Yeah, you got to give him a lot of credit there that he's able to do it. What I'm gonna do, Bids, is I'm gonna shut down your screen share for a moment. I'll bring it back up in a second.
Okay. Sure, there's something hot going on. Hopefully they're going to pass 100,000. And at least I saw that for a brief moment. Batfoy's got the half Tetris lead finally. Now looks like I'm back up. Still a little slow on my side, so maybe after this we'll get the players to re-log in. Tetris champs, but Matt Martin playing well off the bottom, has a dirty Tetris set up. Batfoy's board is all over the place. That lead's going to disappear, assuming Matt can get this cleaned up. This is a pretty cheeky gain or 3. That's only a single line clear with that line bar. And a split double. So a race to clean up, King. We're only 9,000 points apart, and both boards kind of suck.
Yeah, they've been kind of enduring a tough sequence. Just the pieces not coming to accommodate the board that they're trying to put together. It's been a rough one.
This is a Wednesday the 13th game for sure.
Oh my god, yeah. This is becoming a Wednesday the 13th stream too.
Yeah, well, it's the stream and my day at work, and it's kind of all around.
It's
But the Phillies lost, so it's a good thing.
Oh, then
3,000 point difference now. Yeah,
then
it's all good.
I'm happy with that. Yes.
Looks like a dirty Tetris Matt Martin. Now he's ahead by a Tetris, but Batfoy is clean. Matt has one more line clear, then he will be clean, but he's going to cover back up again. But nice close game. So a little drama on both sides, but both players, neither of them top out. And the potatoes are plentiful this afternoon, but thanks for hanging out, everybody. On good fun. Big reason we're here is to let these two superstars of the past kind of regain their glory at the Jonas Cup coming up in October, and this gives them their warm-up reps. And it's not just playing perfect Tetris games when you're by yourself, it's also overcoming crappy Tetris games like this particular seed.
Yeah, they've done a great job with it. So we're getting at least close to transition. May not get those nice big scores that they've been kind of pushing quite often in this series bids, but I mean, this is also, you've said it a number of times, so we can reiterate it pretty much every week, but it allows them to work through competitively, like when you get into these situations where you're trying to dig, and you know, it's about outlasting your opponent no matter what the score differential is. When we get into that 19 speed, anything goes, and you can quickly try to make up differences there with those higher scores.
10 lines of transition here, and Matt Martin does not take the triple. He's amino short of a dirty Tetris and he knocks it down. And with this flat clear here, he's going to have a line dependency, well, or he can pick which well he wants, but he's got to have 2 line pieces to the Tetris. He gets 1. Again, the score, though, so close. He's going to take the safety triple into transition at 413. Knocks on a Tetris right at 19 speed. Batfoy right behind him with a 404 transition. So super evenly close, these two. Get under control with the 50% speed bump and get back to scoring position. Here we go. Okay. We're catching up. It's that
You're getting that super fast.
the crazy sequence up. There's the Batfoy top out, and Matt Martin is going to take game 3, so I apologize. But I assume he's going to want to at least get that 600K out of this suffer game.
Yeah, the one good thing, at least for them, Bids, is that when they're in the Nestor's Chance room, they're seeing the live gameplay that they're having, so they're aware of the situation the whole time. Whereas the viewers here watching through the restream, obviously it's a little more difficult, but hopefully that'll have now passed and we can move on. But Matt will be good for game number 3, so we're going to go ahead and increase his score. We're going to get these players ready, and hopefully the trials and tribulations of the streaming problems will be behind us, but we'll see.
All right, so we're moving up to seed again. Let's see, it was 94, then 05. So A6.
I trust them. They know what they're doing, but I'll count them down.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Bids, count them down for this next game number 4.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And my bad, I forgot that the hexes, decimals come before the 0, so
yeah,
they know what they're doing. We got the same piece sequence.
Of course, yeah. No, I trust them. They're absolute pros. They know what to do. And unfortunately, you're getting a very choppy episode tonight. So again, apologies to you, the fans out there that are enduring this.
Guess I can opportunity to make a plug for this weekend coming up on CTWC's Twitch channel and YouTube channel. We have the Space City Regional in Houston, Texas. And then next weekend, there is going to be the Mini D Regional in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the 2D Con. I forget what hotel that's at off the top of my head, but that's at a hotel, I think it's near the Mall of America. But if you check out our website, ctwc.com, or sorry, thectwc.com, you can get all the details on those regional events. If you'd like to attend live or watch on stream, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. You know, you'll be out. Have you been to Minnesota before, Bids?
Been to Minnesota, not for Tetris. So looking forward to it. I'm going to stay with Ben Mullen. That's going to be a hoot to hang out with him. And as a big indie music fan from 90s, there's a lot of influential music that came out of Minneapolis, not just Prince, but there's a lot of Prince out there too. So I'll have a good time. Hope we get some sightseeing done. And I guess this is the time of year to be up there in the Great North, at near the end of August. So the weather's pretty great. So not obviously we don't want to have this in December.
Right. No, definitely not.
Matt Martin in a little trouble here. Again, both players passing that threshold, but it's almost like the pieces slowing down is like an effect of these players getting into these sloppy situations. I know that's not what's actually going on, but that's kind of like when you're playing like The Legend of Zelda. Oh, Bat's going to top out at 153. The Batfoy can tie this with a 154. 1,000 points to go, but this isn't a gimme. He's just, does he know what he needs though, King?
Hopefully he's looking at the Nestor's chance.
Oh,
That team's gonna
oh my
hang.
goodness! Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, he's gonna regret that one tomorrow. I don't know if he's listening to commentary and didn't hear what he needed, but he had that T piece. He could have laid that flat and got a skim line.
That's heartbreaking right there. That's absolutely freaking heartbreaking. You hate to see it, Bids. You hate to see it. Double early top outs. Ugh.
We talk about how well they've been doing at getting past 100,000. Maybe we change the rule to 200,000 if we have great players for next season, but we're not changing it now. And Matt with the proper response. This is get that rust out, get that, and both these gentlemen have jobs. Matt still works for the post office, I believe, and Batfoy is an intern, and I don't know his summer work history, but it's kind of different. When you're a kid, you go to school and you're done for the day. When you have a job, you kind of feel different at the end of the day.
You definitely do. Batfoy asking if it's C7.
I have not been keeping track, so I'm going to say yes. They were just mesmerized by my talk about Mini D, which I do believe Batfoy is going to be there. I would hope so. He's from that area. I don't have the list in front of me. So but, if he isn't,
It was 8-3, then it would have been 9-4, then A5. Let's see. 8-3, 9-4, A5, B6. It is C7. Yes, C7 is correct. Matthew confirming, yes, C7 is correct. Both players are ready to go. Bids. Morlando, if you're awake, this is game number 5. So after this one, we'll get the announcement for you. Go ahead, count them down.
Oh, that was why. He wanted that announcement. It was the Morlando curve. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Got your wish. And Matt not playing anymore. None of that cheeky press down.
All right, so they're underway. It's game number 5. Halftime is looming, and honestly, King kind of needs that halftime to figure out what's going on with this PC issue.
Street's looking great right now.
Well, the Bidwell curse will be coming momentarily, but
yep, there it is. Thanks, you're welcome.
Yes. But nonetheless, players get the kinks out. Matt is up 3-1, so he's starting to get that space between the two as needed. He would like to not have Batfoy be as close, but us as the viewers at home certainly would like to keep it close, because we would like a competitive series. Usually by about week 5, week 6 bids, traditionally that's when the eventual winner kind of starts pulling away a little bit and gets into double-digit leads. We saw that with Sharky last year on Jeff. We've seen that with Jeff doing that to Alex Kerr and Ben Mullen in the past. So trying to see if we can break history going forward, but it'll kind of depend on what Batfoy could do in this round number 4.
Oh, one thing they can do is go 5 for 5 in over 100,000 point games. So now let's try to get 200,000 next. These boards are looking a lot better though, King.
Touches for Batfoy to go to 171, Matt at 189. Much better looking boards, as Bidwell said. And certainly hoping for a much better game.
Oh, Matt.
Oh boy.
Matt. You get something shaved down. It's a little bit of hope on the left. He can't get it over. And now Batfoy's definitely going to take this one. Oh boy. I think we both need a break here. Batfoy, if you want to melon this out, maybe. Maybe pad your stats a bit here. Still pretty early. And Matt Martin's like, good game, max it. Let's go. Definitely get that hydration going, the kinks out. Oh, a quick 45-minute stream here so far, King.
Yeah, we're gonna need a
combination of no restarts and then getting just a little bit into each of the games. So
we're gonna need a little bit of a longer break, maybe, in order for the announcement to kind of, you know, have some merit to it, I guess, right? But also a little bit of an extra break and give me some time to hopefully try to get the stream issues fixed out for you folks for the second half of the show, so at least we can enjoy it in better glory.
Well, it's going to have a hell of an ending, because if they're at 3-2 right now, it's undetermined how this segment's going to go tonight and the overall health of the series. If Batfoy even wins 5-4, we are going to have a super close final 7 rounds of best of 99.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's kind of been one of my dreams, Bidwell, is to have a very close best of 99. And from talking to community members, there has been a best of 99 series that was very close, and that was Cox, Danny J, and Grandma Scooty. They had their own personal best of 99, which aired on a couple of our friendlies episodes, and saw Tyler's streams and Danny's own streams there. Bidwell, did you know what the result was of that one?
I do not. I do hope Grandma Scooty on that. Just as a fan.
Well, it was probably the closest best of 99 in history. Danny defeated Grandma Scooty to win the family's championship belt that Danny had designed, 50-49.
Wow. Was it decided on game 99, or did he get
No.
50 at 98 and kind of made 99 just kind of a...
He got 50 at game 97, and then Grandma won
okay.
the last two.
They couldn't even give us the drama of a 99 that mattered, but you know, I think that's pretty cool.
Well, he tried. He definitely tried, but Grandma unfortunately could not get a chase down completed, and Danny was victorious. So he is currently the family's champion. I believe rumor and innuendo is that Miss I Divide by Zero, also known as Karen Cox, might be interested in challenging him. So
you can't just wear a belt and not put it up for challenge, you know. That's not cool.
Yeah. So to be continued.
Well, Batfoy's got to get something. He wants this 600,000. He's leaning in. Can't tell if that's the I give up lean in, or if that's... I'm really trying here. Nope, that's the give up lean in. He's going to get a 500,000 transition, but he's way too high on the board. He's going to top out, but we are at 3-2. So let's take the Nestris champs out, blow in it, shove it back into Nintendo, and see if that fixes our stream issues.
Certainly. So players, go ahead and do what you got to do. Do your fingers, get your restroom break. It is that time, a very, very early halftime break. So go and do what you got to do. It is 3-2, Matt Martin, Batfoy. So pretty close, Bidwell, as it's been the whole entire way. And here we are. We're back here again. It is you and I.
Got me, but you didn't.
I tried to. I tried to. So. You know, so apologies again to all our fans that are watching. The stream is not as crisp as it has been the last few weeks, so we'll look to try to get that during the break fixed out. King might have to shut down a few things, so we will definitely do that. But first half assessment here, Bidwell, you know, we had one good game, and the others have been kind of a struggle bus, you know?
Yeah, it's but again, they all got past 100,000, so you know it hasn't been complete blow-ups. That streak continues. It's 3-2, so we have a close match at least. So we have some drama coming in, and that's kind of what I hoped for through this whole thing was a good, close best of 99 through the entire season. And Batfoy has been putting up, and he would have had that other win too had they didn't both have that crazy top out at the 148-153 mark. So some good drama, and maybe after a little bit of reset, these players can put on a show for our last 4 games.
Absolutely. So we will take our scheduled advertising break, but before we do that, because we got more Orlando needs to go to bed, and we did make a hint that we have an announcement to make tonight, Bidwell. We got something very special coming up after tonight's best of 99. You know, Bidwell, the world has been asking for, I want more Tetris, and if you go back and think about the golden era of the mid 2010s into the late 2018, 2019, there wasn't a lot of people really streaming Tetris. There wasn't really a lot of content out there to really consume, aside from maybe, YouTube, where you can watch maybe Ben Mullen post a, near max out game or whatever, right? But people want to know, I want to get back to the past. I want to be able to just sit and watch when I turn the TV on and enjoy a good classic game at any time I want, right? Well, I think we have the cure for that, don't we, Bidwell?
I think so. We have a new channel that's going to premiere this week. If we have that beautiful slide.
See, Bidwell's a pro, and I can't find it. Here it is. There you go. Here we go. We'll throw it to Bidwell. Go ahead, Bids. Let's talk about it.
There it is. CTWC 24/7. Look at those glorious 70s graphics. So here's the thing: if you just don't have a particular match you want to watch, and you're like, you want something in the background, we're going to be streaming old matches 24/7 on this new channel, on this Twitch and YouTube channel. And you don't have to think about it, because if you just look up classic Tetris, you're going to just get tens of thousands of results. And it's kind of, the paradox of choice. Which one are you going to look at? Watching the NFL Network, or some like ESPN Classic, or just turn on something, watch some old games. And I'll tell you what, back at the regional in Philadelphia, when at the end of the night we all were at an Applebee's of all places, and we walk in, and on the TVs was the 2020 ESPN presentation of CTWC, and all those Tetris players seeing themselves from just 5 years ago. It was quite the treat, and everybody was super into it, and like, look how much has changed since then. Have those moments. Tune into this channel when you're bored. If you just have it on in the background, we're probably going to start off with some of our bangers, but even if you're just got nothing else to do, want something in the background, can't sleep, throw this channel on overnight. You're going to get some regional or some old tournament that you haven't seen in forever, and you're going to have a moment. It's like, oh, wow, I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. And it's just something fun, and having something kind of programmed to you is a nice diversion from having to pick a particular moment from thousands and thousands of clips and moments from Twitch or YouTube, bits from the past 15 years of CTWC. So we're going to premiere this, I believe, Friday night after the conclusion of Friendlies. So tune into Friendlies. We'll raid that new channel, and we'll start off with probably the biggest CTWC match of all time, and see what else we have lined up for us after that starts.
Well, awesome stuff, Bidwell. And correction there, I know there was some confusion last night in our meeting, but I can confirm that it going live immediately after the best of 99 tonight.
Oh, tonight!
It's happening tonight, folks. We are gonna have the launch of the 24/7 Classic Tetris channel, and as Bidwell alluded to, we're gonna have some bangers out there. Well, Bids, we gotta open it up with the banger of all time, perhaps the game that changed everything, the greatest game of all time back at 2018, Jonas versus Joseph. So if you've never seen it, or if you want to watch it and you can chat with your friends, because that's the other great thing about this, Bidwell, is that this is a Twitch TV channel that's going to be on 24/7. You can talk to each other live in the chat while you are watching the greatest hits. So that is stupendous. It's happening at 10:45 p.m. Eastern. The channel will go live, and that will be the first one. So as soon as we're done here with the best of 99, we're going over there. So get your drinks, get your popcorn, get your empanadas, DJ Mr. Boro. It's happening tonight. Danny, get on the socials. Blast it to the Himalayas. We're going to see it tonight. But first, you're going to see some promo slides because Bids and I are going to take a quick 3-minute break. Hopefully the stream will survive 4 more games and we'll head on over to the new Classic Tetris home for their classics. We'll be right back. Alright, folks, ad break should be over now, and hopefully the Kings let his laptop not cook too much, so we shall head on back to our scene, and hopefully things are going to be okay. King's going to cross his fingers, man. We're going to cross our fingers. Alright, so we have a Matt Martin sighting. We have a camera from Matthew. We're missing the Batfoy camera. May have to refresh his, so bear with that, folks. There we go. All right, so players are doing their warm-up. Reminder, we are on to the next seed. Let me see if I can figure it out. 83 was game number 1. 94 was game number 2. A5 would be 3. B6 was number 4. C7 was number 5. So we are going now to D8. Should be D8 for F88 player. Should be D8 for F88. And yeah, I heard Bidwell say, "Oh no, Morlando." Oh, Bidwell, you want to break it to him?
Okay, Morlando, we are launching a new CTWC Classic channel on Twitch and on YouTube. It'll be broadcasting 24 hours of old matches. So if you just have a mood to watch an old classic Tetris match, instead of looking for one out of the tens of thousands on YouTube, you just bring up the channel and one will be playing for you, and there'll be a live chat. So we're launching that right after tonight's Best of 99. But you need to go to bed, so just tune in the morning.
Yeah, although if you want, lie in bed and you go watch the great Jonas versus Joseph 2018 final. That'll be the first video aired tonight. I have that confirmed. And I can confirm that we're ready to go for the second half. Bidwell's game number 6. Please count them down.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. They actually did bring that back. The Ocho was back kind of throughout the month of July, and they did show some Tetris during that, and that was one of our experiences at the Applebee's back in the Philly. And Matt Martin hits the T-spin, but no points yet. Well, 1 point. As both players are looking for a line. Imagine that. Uh-oh, we've been talking about that.
No.
Oh, come on, Batfoy. Give him the line first. Oh, and the streak is over King.
The streak has come to an end, man.
Where's the shocked Matt Martin face?
The silence among the crowd, the shocked look of the Undertaker taking the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's exactly what the crowd is looking at as Batfoy has hung the bar, fallen apart. Early tap out breaks the streak. They did a good job, though, Bidwell. They did a really good job. That was at least 23 games plus a couple back in the first set. So I'll have to go back and get an official count. But they did a hell of a job. So we'll just start a new one now.
At least 1/4 of the whole series, they managed to do that. So move up your seeds. We'll try again in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now they're trying to delay the start of CTWC 24/7. That's...
All right, so E9. E9 is the seed now. We had D8. It is E9 for you folks at home who would like to play and enjoy with our friends.
Anybody ever do that? Post your scores. I'd like to, that'd be kind of fun to see if maybe we encourage that for one of these weeks, like maybe week 7 or something. Let's have the play along version, and then everybody can like put their scores in chat and play along.
Yeah, there were a few people that used to do that. Definitely one Poopy Old Hag would be one to enjoy playing along and report the scores that she was getting. So I know this is more like a difficult time of day for her to participate. She's probably at work right now in New Zealand, but for everybody else, if you're at home and you are playing along, trying to see how well you fare against our two great heroes, well, like Bill said, put it in the chat. Let us know what you end up getting your score.
Lots of T-spins this game for Matt Martin. Of course, he was done in with one of his losses by missing a line spin, but that's probably the most difficult of spins because you don't really have that indicator of the pieces touching. You have to it has to be floating in space for you to nail that, so the timing is extra difficult. The half Tetris lead for Batfoy. Go back and forth here, and Batfoy has made this official, and Matt Martin will hopefully make this official momentarily. And we're back on the streak, King.
A new streak being started. 114 for Matt, 128 for Batfoy. They're getting themselves going now. We're cooking. We're cooking with some gas.
Yep, stream's a little bit better. We got our announcement out. I got my water. Mets are winning. It's all good.
Nothing like a good August night, huh, Bidwell?
Not too bad. I said the Reds beat the Phillies 8-0.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it positive around here.
Yeah. We need more of that these days.
Yeah. And Columbus, Ohio regional, we were out at 11 o'clock instead of 1 a.m. So we're incrementally getting better. We're not there all the way yet, but good news comes in chunks.
And hopefully
Matt Martin's board, get some lines to make this better.
I was gonna say, hopefully he can get some good news to get some good pieces.
He does. See?
The power of positivity, Bidwell. That's exactly what we want to hear.
I am a glass 10% full optimist.
That
You can always have 0%, you know?
that must be a pretty
Speaking of
small glass, a shot glass, Bidwell.
yeah, well, it's mostly empty.
Yeah.
256, 211, so not barn-burning scores here, but after that last game, you're just glad that they're back on the horse again and getting those scores in. Actually, I guess I should say Batfoy's score is probably on a close to 500 peso. The line on it is a little fuzzy for me.
Yeah, he's sitting at 303 through 87, now 326 through 88.
So that's 450-ish. Maybe 500.
Yeah, if he gets the right amount of bars to come in, if they're frugal and he can use them appropriately, he should be able to get a 500 transition. Matt is at 288, bound by about 63,000 points, so he'll certainly be somewhere in the 400s if he continues at this rate.
We sent our 4 representatives over to Germany this summer from the Jonas Cup. Wouldn't it be great if we could, one of these 2 players finishes high in the Jonas Cup this year and would represent the United States at the World Cup of DAS? I think, I'd love to see Matt Martin make to go over to Germany. Batfoy would be a good story too, but just, seeing an old timer get over there, that's obviously kind of where I lean to stories. I always cheer for any of the older players making any kind of run, when you see your Jeff Moores, Matt Martins, Ben Mullins, Alex Kurz, et cetera.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and I think Matt's kind of our best hope of our generation, even though he's 30s, right? So he's not even my generation, but I guess I have to claim him since nobody my age can play this damn game anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt.
We got a close-up here. Something different.
Yeah, Matt's in that unique situation of, age-wise, he would be considered a Class Tetris veteran in that range of the 2010 to 2018 group, but he's also a member of 2019's class that came in for the first time as a relative unknown, and kind of falls into that well of, the new schoolers, which he really isn't. So
right.
It's an interesting situation to be in, and interesting situation that he's in right now with this board. Yikes.
Handled it well so far. That's a half a Tetris lead. Batfoy looking to maybe make a column 4 Tetris well here. He has not, so who's going to get clean first? I'm a little concerned for Matt Martin's left side. Oh, and that's going to do it at 472, so this is a quick chase down for Batfoy. He needs 11,000 points. He's a 473 to tie this baby up. So again, not the greatest. They were handling their 18 well, but the transition not great for both these players. But that is an official win now for Batfoy. And he's not even going to mull in this. He's just like, whew.
Yeah, it's been kind of a
But
slog.
we are tied up, King.
We are certainly tied up 3-3, and opportunity now, Bidwell, that a Batfoy can win the next 3 along with that, because we have 3 more games left to play. If he can win the next 3, he will tie Matt Martin, and we will have, for the first time ever in this Best of 99 series, even Steven.
3 more games before that happens. Both players are ready. Let's count them down. In 3, 2, 1. Extras. Now, did they coordinate outfits tonight? Both going with the white T-shirts, with the lighting, makes them look orangish and bluish.
They might have, you know. I wouldn't put it past them to give each other a call and say, hey, what are you wearing tonight?
Yeah. And also, you can't go a session of this without complimenting Batfoy's facial hair choices. Showed you that he has grown up since those days of 2019.
And for those that are tuning in, sorry. For those that are tuning in, apologies that the stream quality is not where it normally would be. Some laptop issues King is currently enduring. We'll have that fixed hopefully by next week's episode. So hang in there. We're almost there. We're at the home stretch. 3 more games to go. So we're doing our best.
All about the hangout. All about seeing these 2 play. About hanging out with the King. It's about, you know, what else are you going to do on a Wednesday night?
Probably go to bed like Marlando.
Big lead for Matt Martin early on. In fact, Batfoy's still looking to cross 100,000 points here. I would hope he can do this. Pulls into dependency. Back to scoring position and knocks it down. Oh, you know, still 1,000 points to go. There we go. Okay, relief. Getting a little worried there.
So official game going on right now. 144 for Batfoy, 232 for Matt Martin. Really nice game for Matt to open here. He certainly doesn't want to give it away, Bids. He wants to make sure that at least he can, if he can at least get 1 more win, then he will stay ahead of Batfoy. Even if Bat can win the next 2, Batfoy will be behind by 1 in that case.
We have a frozen Batfoy that'll be back up soon.
Yeah, that one is not my fault. That's a Batfoy internet issue. I can tell you that. That I can promise you, folks. That's not the king.
But you know, Batfoy is not Matt Martin's water bottle. That's just an illusion.
Which the funny thing is that we thought it was a water cooler.
Yeah, it is quite big. About 100,000 point lead, so we do see Batfoy's game back up. So that's the most important part. We'll get the camera up again soon. There he is. Looking off to the side. It's okay. But Batfoy's board is under control, so this 100,000 point lead is probably going to stay here for a while until Matt Martin makes a mistake. Or it might increase once Batfoy makes a mistake. Canyon's in the middle like that, but at this point in the board for Matt, he's able to fill it all in. Batfoy's also got a bit of a spire. And Batfoy nailing his spin. There we go. Got the timing down. Matt Martin only going to get a triple here.
They're making sure they're hitting all these swag moves, right, Bids?
I mean, you're on the Kings broadcast. You got to make the swag, and I got like that solve for Matt Martin getting the column 9 Tetris and the perfect transfer back to column 10. So this lead is still 100,000 points, about 109 now. This about the 100 line turn. For a 2 wide piece, Batfoy fills it in. Now he's still amino short in column 9. Solves it with the standing up L. He just hasn't had that chance king to get back into this. But as we've seen here tonight, especially, the level 19 play has been a little suspect. So if you can survive to level 19, maybe that's your opportunity to jump ahead. Matt Martin getting a little cheeky, filling in the turn. This is a heck of a score for Matt Martin quietly. I thought this wasn't going as well for him, but if he's already at 513 with 10 more lines to go. And setting up another. And one more Tetris will get us a 550 plus transition, which is really where you want to be in DAS especially.
Yeah, certainly. Make it a lot easier
What's
for
even more
max out to be taking place.
It's been a while since we've had a max. We had a couple maxes the first week, but none since. So let's get one out this game number 7 here.
Yeah, back in week 2, Matt was won a weight 2 times over. He got close 2 times
close.
back to back in a row, and then ever since then, that's really when Batfoy's kind of started putting on the jets, putting on the gas, and has turned the tide. So, you know, maybe if Matt can get back to that kind of glory of getting a max out or near max out, maybe that becomes the catalyst again for him to start getting back into the comfort zone of being in the winner's circle.
He hasn't really scored a whole lot into 19. Now he's at 619 with nailing that Tetris. Batfoy hasn't caught up though, so he's behind by 117,620 to 503. There, Batfoy knocks one down, but Matt answers right back. So I think Matt's got his groove. I think both players have their groove finally. People were asking about it earlier, what DAS was. You don't want to be playing this high up on the board in DAS, and Matt Martin shows you why. The board is basically sold out now. There's really no clears available all the way down. Batfoy's got to take advantage of this opportunity, but his board's starting to get out of control here halfway up. So maybe the max outs are out of question, but this is a dramatic game 7 here. The winner jumps ahead in this week number 4.
Ooh.
The lead is 92,000 for Matt Martin, but his board's falling apart, but so is Batfoy's, and Batfoy's going to give it up at 609. Not sure if Matt wants to mull in this one or not. It's right on the border here.
Yeah, it's a lot of cleanup for him to do, but I mean, might as well. He knows game number 7 will go to him. He'll take a 4-3 lead. He's on the cusp of getting back to the winner's circle tonight. So let's go ahead and give him the 4th game victory. And we'll see if we can finish it out.
Dirty Tetris setup. Of course, the P sequence is going to do its thing. Level up, that's going to do it. 727, but Matt's got to be happy that he is going to not relinquish the overall lead tonight. And he's 1 game away from taking this series and increasing his lead by at least 1 game. We got it ready on Matt for game number 8.
There, so it should be F8. We should be on F8, folks.
Game of fate.
A game of fate, indeed. Batfoy and Matt Martin are both ready. This is game number 8. Decides the F8. Go ahead and count them down, Bidwell.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Well, I saw it and then I didn't. Oh. Matt's saying he said OB. So,
Oh.
and then you said FA. So.
Oh, you know what? Because
around. We had the false start.
The false start, right? That's why my sequence is up. No, they're right. They're right. 0B is correct. They are correct.
They are.
They did have the right seats. I did check.
Cool.
So players, you are correct. Thank you for moderating yourselves. But yeah, King did forget that we had the false start. See, Bidwell, that's what happens when I accept the perfection from these guys and know the professionalism they have. I don't worry too much about those things, and I can trust them. And that's exactly what they did. So good kudos to them.
I gotta say, back in Columbus, we didn't really have like much of a staff. It was me and a little bit of Grand Designs, a little bit of Burb, and Dan V did some commentary. But we didn't really have like anybody as a proper judge, so the players were pretty much on top of it, setting seeds and everything, and it's much appreciated, especially at these smaller events when we have limited staff. So, oh, Matt Martin, this is going to be a false start on Matt Martin.
Oh, man, that's his first one of the season. What a time to get it. So, Bats, even though you got to the threshold of 100K, your friend Matt Martin did not, so that is a top out. Boo! The first early top for Mr. Matt Martin. Man, what a run he had, Bidwell. We're in game number 8 of week number 4, so that was 30 games in a row.
Whew.
That he played perfect, passing the threshold. Sorry. All right, so 0B turns into 1C, folks. 1C now. And they're ready again. Let's go ahead and count them down, Bids.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
You know what, Matt? Thank you for doing that because we are, folks, if you missed the big announcement, Bidwell told you about 20 some odd minutes ago that we got a new Classic Tetris channel. It is called Classic Tetris 24/7. That's 247. And that is the new home of our 24/7 streaming channel where you can watch Classic Tetris all day long. From morning, noon, night, and even late night. You can watch some of the greatest hits that we had to present in the history of Classic Tetris. 17 years worth of videos, Bids. That's a lot.
Whew.
You know?
It's just like I said, I think I'm gonna just kind of throw it on it while I'm at work or when I'm in bed trying to just go to sleep. I like to have YouTube on or something as background noise, and why not throw some of these on there? Because you forget these moments, even like the big events. You remember the results, you remember particular big moments, but it's easy to miss a lot of the smaller things. You're not going to go back through YouTube trolling for one particular match or something. So just kind of having it curated, it's going to be a nice way to relive some of these old matches. And we've got a good official game on both sides. So we're back, folks.
We're back, baby. Maybe the stream quality is not, but we'll work on that for next week. But I think the other added value here, Bidwell, for this channel that we are launching is that people get to chat in real time and rewatch those moments that maybe they, you're so much different watching it on a YouTube VOD or whatever, right? Where you're not having that engagement live with other viewing presence. So this channel allows people to do that and kind of discuss what they're watching live and the thoughts of what they're seeing back in time. And I think it's great.
Oh, Matt. All right. We have a 1,000 point difference, but Matt Martin. Oh, can he get something? Oh, and that's going to do it. And Batfoy's going to tie it up. Oh, man. This is just not a great night. And, every season we have one of these nights. It's summer. 4 out of it. 9 games of this is a lot.
Yeah.
But on the drama side, we're going to have a decider. And how many of these have we had in the history of Best of 99? Not many. So let's make Game 9 freaking great. If Batfoy wins it, we're going to be tied 2-2 in terms of weaker results. And we're either going to have a 4-game lead for Matt Martin overall or a 2-game lead for Matt Martin overall. And either way, this is not over. We do not know who's going to win this whole series. So kind of an unpivotal game in a way, but let's push that drama up a bit and let's have that decider.
Indeed, let's get that decider going. Matt's already ready to move on. He wants to see the 24/7 channel. Batfoy's ready to go. So, Bids, here's the scenario. Yeah, it's our first true decider in this season. Where both are tied 4-4. So, the winner of game number 9 will win the night. And then on top of that, Matt could be going up +4. Well, he'll get +1 to go up 4 on Batfoy, or Batfoy might get +1 and cut it down to 2 on the deficit. Regardless, Matt will be in the lead still for the evening. Here we go, Bidwell. It's game number 9. Let's count them down.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
It'll get there. It'll get there.
And Matt's just going with 1 press down point. I like it. No ties.
Yeah.
Oh, hello back to you, Chen. Thank you for the greeting. Also, hello to our YouTube viewers.
Chen is here.
Connor and Bent Worley.
Yeah, again, to our viewers, apologies that the stream quality has not been terrific this evening. We will look to get that corrected for next week. I'll have to take the laptop into the shop tomorrow, Bidwell. I got a feeling I know what the problem is, so it's going to need to be serviced.
Oh. Thank you, Chris Higgins. Thanks for joining us tonight. I do enjoy having Tetris World converge on my hometown in Columbus, and it's also cool to see a lot of the modern players do their thing. The mysterious Wumbo makes his appearance, and we also had some international players come in for the WPL on the modern side. We also had a couple international players, a couple Canadians, and of course Dan V coming over from the UK. So that was quite the treat. Of all the regionals to come to, they come to the one that I'm involved with, so much appreciated.
So, Bid, who was the...
We do have an official game, though, King.
Oh, thank God for that. Bid, who was the victim you took to the Skyline Diner, Chili, or whatever it's called?
We did not go to Skyline. I have to take somebody who's willing to go. I want to take Burb there one time, but he had to leave, unfortunately, so we went up to a old campus haunt of mine that recently reopened that's kind of open till like dive bar hours. The Blue Danube, so that was a big hit. We basically had the place to ourselves, and that was a lot of fun, and we'll probably hit them again next year, assuming we don't change the format. Oh, Batfoy's in trouble up top, needs something to the right, and he's not gonna... Oh, he just gets it over King! I can't believe it! I thought he was done, but this isn't over yet. I saw the shrug from Batfoy like it was over, but he somehow rescued that, and he's going to get back to the bottom.
Oh my God!
Holy hell, we're going to have to vamp her.
Look at that cheeky smile off him. Yeah, that smirk. Oh my word! But not out of the woods yet, Biz.
We're going to have to vamp her 10 minutes plus until we open CTWC 24/7. But thank God we're going to get some more gameplay in here. But Matt Martin's not looking too hot either. But he does have a 95,000 point lead. This triple will help a lot. So, Blue Danube talk.
Oof.
Oh boy. Can he get it over? Oh, he gets it over. What a game 9, King.
Oh no.
Is that going to do it?
That will do it.
That's going to do it. Matt Martin's going to take the game in the set 5-4, but Molinus out, please.
My word.
I don't attribute that one to Rust. I just think this is a cursed evening. The stream's been cursed.
No.
The gameplay, we had both players have false starts tonight. You know, it happens.
Yeah, this has been kind of an oddball night. You know, the player's been struggling. Stream is struggling. I'm struggling. So it's been that kind of a night here, Bids. However, you know what? It's all good, and he'll top out there. But that's fine. He'll take the victory this evening, 5-4. So, you know, it's one of those nights, Bids, that it's basically all about grit and fighting through and just trying to survive. And Matt Martin, the one to come through the rain, 5-4 tonight. We're gonna ring this bell to signal that he has won. But as he says, it is the game of Tetris, and that's exactly what usually happens. So let's go on over to the winner scene and congratulate Mr. Matthew Martin. There he is. So he's back in the winner's circle, Bidwell. He took your advice of the keys to victory. He's back there now, but certainly it wasn't pretty. It was not pretty tonight.
No.
But a W is a W. You take him. He'll take a added game lead on top of what he already had. So he'll have a +4 in the win column. So 15 + 5 will get you to 20. Batfoy's 12 + 4 will get him to 16. 20 to 16 bids through week number 4. I like that still. It's still anybody's ball game.
Absolutely. One crazy week can do a complete flip on that. So bring on week 5. Let's get the cobwebs out, rest up, have a good weekend. And we'll see you guys next week.
And I'm about to see Chris Bidwell in a second because we're going to go over to our commentator can because now we got a filibuster.
Okay.
we got a filibuster. You know, when Vince said, King, what time do you think you guys will be done? I think 10:30. You guys think maybe 11? What do you think? I said, you know, Vince, let's go with 10:45 because these games have been going for about an hour 35, hour 40. I said those guys will probably do that as well too, but no, not tonight, Bidwell. Not tonight. It was definitely a struggle game throughout, not just for them, but for our stream too. But at the end of the day, we made it through the rain.
Yep. 2 false starts. Now, you know, we didn't have 50 of them, and we got through it. The potato internet was agile enough to get through all those games. So kudos to you for holding the ship up. And thanks to everybody who's watching with us. And thanks to Orlando for staying awake, sort of. We have our big premiere coming up of Joseph versus Jonas, and I haven't watched this in quite a while, so I'm excited to see this, and I think I'll stick around in the chat and we'll all watch it together.
Yeah, I think I will too as well. So for those that are just joining, maybe we're watching, didn't catch the announcement earlier. This was the big one we announced during halftime. Classic Tetris anytime you want. A new channel, new Twitch channel that goes live in about 12 minutes. It is Classic Tetris 24/7, and it is exactly what you think it is. It is a live channel that will play some of the greatest hits of all time in our CTWC video library, and you'll get to rewatch some of the classics. And the first match that we're going to open with tonight will be the 2018 World Championship Final, consisting of Jonas versus Joseph. Their first meeting ever, and a bit, well, you know, I'm not too much of a gaming historian, but was that the first and only time that they ended up ever playing?
Oh, good question. I think so. They never really got that rematch, I don't think, because the next year Jonas lost to Mega Retro Man, and then 2020 he lost to Huff and Tetris Time?
To Huff, right?
Red shirt and Huff. Red shirt, that's right. He lost to Red shirt for his first loss. He was in the loser's bracket, made it all the way to the finals, and then Huff ended up taking that in the top 8, and that ended up being the last match that Jonas ever played in CTWC history. So, but hopefully those matches will be up on the channel coming up here as well. But start off, it's that pivotal 2018, when he was in the finals every year. Like when he didn't win it all, he was still second place, so he was just that big unbeatable. So we get the raid from Tetris time just in time for us to raid out, but give us
Yeah.
another 10 minutes of vamping here.
Yeah, we will be vamping for a little bit. But yeah, Bits, let's real quick, let's talk about 2018, that magical year where you had talked about earlier that if Matt Martin and Batfoy maybe came a year earlier, how magical of a run that could have been, leading into a potential showdown between some of those characters there. But from your perspective, we obviously, the world knows that everything changed after Joseph had won. Do you feel like the old guard kind of started seeing the change happening then too, and started to have their doubts about where their tournament was going to go? I know we did see a few of them return in 2019 to participate, but probably not the same exact crowd that showed up at that year.
Yeah, 2018 was still pretty much all the old crowd. How's Harry gonna do? Is Jeff Moore gonna make another run? What's Quaid gonna do? It was all the old players. I think that was the did Yanni still make it out that year? Was that the year that he got missed a flight, and somebody had to sponsor his trip to make up a makeup flight? I think that was that year when it happened. But it literally was everybody except for Joseph Saley. It was all the old crowd. And the big question was he going to be able to overcome Jonas Neubauer on the big stage? And spoiler alert, you'll see it coming up, but obviously he didn't. But the channel seems to exist now, not yet live. Yep. But it was just like everybody was kind of like excited to see it. Also, I think Green Tea was there that year. That was kind of like the nice semifinal warm up. Jonas beating Green Tea in a really great match, the tea versus coffee match, kind of in the semifinals. So hopefully that one will be up on the channel too. That was the introduction of Green Tea that year, and that was fantastic. And also Corian was kind of that player that was going to take out Jonas. It was always like Jonas versus the field, kind of like Tiger Woods back in his day, which is dating me now too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it kind of like any of those players could take out Jonas, and for the result to have happened in that 2018 final was kind of a shock, but Jonas didn't give it away. He gave it his all, and especially that game 3 that became that infamous clip that went viral and ushered in the new breed of Tetris players in 2019, then into the pandemic years of 2020-21. It's amazing how pivotal this moment that we're going to watch on this new channel is going to be.
Yeah, so to give some people some insight on some of the videos that will be airing within the next few days here. As mentioned, we will kick off the channel with the Jonas versus Joseph final from 2018. A few other videos, bids. We're going to get the Jonas Cup will be on there day 1, the side events and the Tetris Relay, the Mind Melt, all that stuff that we did there. You're going to get that. You're going to get CTWC Midwest 2025 from this year. Will be airing here. Genesis, we'll have this year's Genesis event, which on our other platforms, bids, that video is one of the more successful ones, where some of our top stars, Alex T, Meme, Fractal were there and had a great one. And the Philly regional, we'll get some Philly from this past year, Bidwell, so we'll get to hear your wonderful tones and all that stuff, along with some friendlies. We're gonna have some friendlies episodes that we do here. We're gonna have Rivals 5, which was a good one. I did enjoy that one. I mentioned the Jonas Cup will be on here, and the 2024 World Championship will also be on display for viewing here. So a lot of good stuff, Bidwell. There's a lot of good videos, and there's so much now in the library, which is also a good reason why we preserved that history. I know, it was difficult in Columbus that some matches had to be taken off stream and things like that, just in order to fill time and things. But with all the other stuff that we have out there, recording everything is more important now than ever with this channel, so that way we can throw it back and have people rewatch it whenever it airs.
Yeah, totally. And like I said, I think this is something fun just to have on in the background, just to catch up, and especially these regionals. If you don't really keep up with those, we'll have a lot of those finals up, and it's gonna And it doesn't really cost us much. We had somebody arranging this for us and is doing the mixing and choosing the videos and it's in a jukebox basically, and it's just something to tune in if you got nothing else to watch. So we'll have something to always raid to if there's nobody else streaming Tetris in a particular evening. So it's a nice hangout area.
Absolutely. So, folks watching right now, you should head on over. We're going to raid in 5 minutes. We'll be raiding very shortly. And you all will get to watch the launch of the new channel live as it goes. And you will see the replay of the 2018 Jonas versus Joseph matchup, an all-time classic. And, man, I'm excited, Bidwell. This is so good. This is so cool. It's already out on the socials. Danny Doodles, our PR executive, got it all out there. So hopefully the response will be great. And hopefully the viewers will be heading on over there. Make sure to follow that channel because it is a brand new channel. So you'll need to follow it. Make sure you have that notification bell on so you know exactly. It's on all the time, but...
Yeah, it's going to be 24/7, so...
But, not too bad. Maybe notifications will go out at some time, whatever. But at least you get that first notification. It's like, oh my god, it's live now. I can't wait. Ah! Yep. And prepare yourselves to get buckled in for some classics there. Bits, what other classic matches would you have liked to see hopefully launch within the next couple of weeks?
Well, Higgins just mentioned it. Green Tea versus Joseph from 2019, the first ever double max out.
Oh yeah.
Competition. That one for sure. And then obviously the 2019 finals, Joseph versus Corion, and that back and forth battle, and the do your fingers with Alexei there, and them with the cheeky press down points, and Corion going shh to not let Joseph know that he was trying to get a press down point advantage. And let's go back a couple years to Jonas versus Jeff Moore, one of our best of 99 legend. That's where the legend of Jeff was born, and that's where the meme was born, from 2016 when Piecement Places and Boom Tetris for Jeff, and that's how Joseph discovered this scene from that silly meme.
Yeah.
And said that game looks fun. I can play this. So you can see the history through these moments, especially in those early days when there wasn't a lot of them. And why not go back to the Harry Championship in 2013, or I would do all the finals, and I don't know. I wish I could be the person putting up all these matches, but we do have a lot of material from these regionals from the past few years that's going to be filling up a lot of the space, and there's a lot of stuff that kind of gets ignored, and it's good to kind of watch those moments because a lot of these players will win these regionals and have their moment in the sun, and they don't get the big viewership of that. So getting that repeat moment and them watching yourself again if you won a regional like Burb back in 2021 in Milwaukee. We were talking about that, one of the first regionals back after the pandemic that Burb won. So if I'm Burb, I want to watch myself again win something like that. That'd be awesome. So
yeah,
just anything we put up there is going to be worthwhile. We're not going to put up round one from Poland from 2024 or anything like that. We're not going to do stands. We're going to put up stuff that's meaningful, even if it is a regional final. If it's up there, it's got a reason to be up there. So. Can't wait. We got one to go. So nice vamping, King.
I know. Well, you're a pro, Bidwell. Before we go, let's go into the Bidwell. I want to know, the Bidwell vault. What would be the one match that has probably got so much dust on the cassette tape? You gotta really go into the vault and look all the way down in the bottom to grab that one, dust it off, and say, "Man, I want the world to see this." What would that one match be?
I don't know if it exists on tape, but I want to see the original Mullen. I want to see it is on YouTube, but they cut it out. So when Ben continued to play after beating Yanni in round one of a best of 3, he was on pace to get 1 million points that had never happened on stage before in a one-on-one competition. It only happened in qualifications. So I was on comms along with Adam. And Adam, as the organizer, is like, no, we can't have this. And I'm like, no, you go. And the crowd is egging Ben Mullen on. They were mulling him on, and he mullened, and he won, and then he did a dance, and they proceeded to lose game 2 and 3, and he did not get his max out. So that's the one that I want to see from a history point of view, and hopefully that'll get up there somehow. And it looks like we have the raid is set.
Yeah, hopefully, that's a good one. But that's the one I'm talking about, man. That's the one that's that dusty. You know, it's all dusty on the cassette, and you gotta blow it off,
Yeah,
and you pop
no
it into that
Champs.
VHS. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
like
God.
totally bad, and webcams, and the production in the past 15 years in this tournament just through the roof of what we've done over the past. So enough talk. Let's go raid.
As we wait, yes, we wait patiently.
We gotta wait. We have to wait for it to start. Yep.
Chris Bidwell and myself will be heading on over there momentarily. Chris Higgins is already in the chat there, Bidwell. He's excited. He says, I'm first. Yes, you are first. As we wait emphatically for this to go live.
Who's sitting the button? Is Vince? Is it Vince? Is it Vince's fault? Is he like on a date or something?
Oh, I bet you Vince is on a date, yes.
Oh,
Come on.
Vince.
I'm sitting in excitement. I'm sitting in excitement.
I have it live right now.
All right, we're gonna cancel. We gotta wait.
We're gonna unraid. All right, all right, all right.
We don't want to go to a dead channel for all of you sitting there not doing anything. All right, come on. Come on. We're waiting. Any moment now, baby.
And it says 24/7. Oh, like the label's got to change. Come on, guys. Look, King, they're making us look bad. I mean, it's not hard to do. I don't look great.
Well, luckily I'm a mod over at that channel, so I can. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of different titles there. It's interesting. Very strange. All right, well.
Play button on a VCR, guys.
Oh my God. Somebody's got to hit Somebody's got to hit the play button. Come on, baby.
I'll just put in a second. Oh boy. It's just it just caps off a perfect Wednesday the 13th.
All right, Bidwell, I have a notation here that our contact from. So let's give a shout out real quick because a company by the name of Polyson is who's managing this 24/7 streaming service that we'll be doing, and our contact, a great gentleman by the name of Milo, has just responded to me and said we'll be live momentarily. So it's happening. Right. It's happening tonight. It will happen.
Oh, there's another dusty one. The classic James Chen line. What is happening? I can't even get my voice to crack like that anymore. That was, I believe, was a Joseph match. I don't remember which one, or maybe was that the double max.
That was the double max out game. Yeah, because I very much remember that because I'm sitting behind you. Yep. You're at that booth with Chris and James, and everybody's going nuts just watching that moment happen live. And yes, the voice crack. What is happening? I mean,
so good.
Unbelievable, man. I had gone to WrestleMania earlier that year, and to me, CTWC was even cooler than that.
Definitely had better seats, although it was very warm in that room.
Well, yes, it was quite hot, yes.
Yes. It wasn't the most comfortable situation, but I think the enclosed space definitely amplified the energy. The cheers bounced off the walls. There was a little Tetris girl, Boom Girl was there, Arta was there. It was just so like, what we were gonna lose in the next 2 years, not having live events. It was just a heartbreak, but it kind of amplified how great that 2019 year was. All right, momentarily. All right, company.
Yeah, what's happening? I think what's happening here, Bidwell, is that they're trying to get the file loaded because there's so many files that are pertaining to that. So some inside baseball for you fans that are still waiting for this to happen. We get a spreadsheet that was sent over to us that gives kind of a list of what's going to happen, and then in a conversation on the side, we were told that basically they'll just get played randomly throughout the. Bidwell and I got to see what it looked like, but the order on the sheet would not be the order of what they get played. We'd have to kind of give them a heads up if we wanted to say, hey, we need this one to play first or second or third, and they'll get it set. So I think that's what's got to happen right now. They're cycling through and trying to get the file moved into the correct position. So hopefully once that gets done, then they'll go live and we'll be set. But Yeah, thank you everyone for bearing with us. So you can see this is what we're doing. Classic Tetris anytime you want. That'll be coming up in just a moment. We'll head on over to our best of 99 slide so you can see the handsome faces for those that just came in. It is Batfoy, Matt Martin there, completed. Matt winning tonight's episode 5-4. Victorious for him. He will have a one-game increase overall, so it is a 20-16 lead after 4 sets.
Let's turn the questioning around. Are there any friendlies moments that you like to get jumped up to the 24/7 channel?
Absolutely. From when we moved over to Classic Tetris and started doing the live streaming the multi streams here, I think the one that I would really like to have go first probably would be the Rivals 4 match, which had Dog's team versus Alex T's team. And the reason behind that is because of how significant it was. It was the very first time we did that 4v4 setup, and obviously over time we've kind of changed the format of it in order to accommodate for time and the zaniness. Obviously try to incorporate a pro wrestling themed match and try to incorporate it into Tetris, which I loved, and I've been for years trying to get that to work, and I was finally so happy to get it to come to fruition. So that would probably be the one that I like, because it was a little confusing, a little long, but I think it was something unique for the time.
And that was pre-Alex T winning the championship and kind of the coming out party with
Exactly.
Parmesan trees in front of everybody.
Absolutely.
There it is. We're going live.
It says live, so I think Midway, I think it's safe. I think I can finally do that raid button. Raid Classic Tetris 24/7. It's official now, baby. You want it? You got it. It's live. It's happening. Joseph and Jonas 2018 World Championship. Rewatch it live. Let's talk in the chat. I'll see you over there. See ya next week for more Best of 99. Good night, everybody.